moving on. I want to talk about how the Bucks. For the Bucks, they kind of remind me of the 2015 and 2016 Warriors. Now think about it. They're on a historic pace right now to win 70 wins. All right, 16 Warriors, they won 73 wins. I mean, just compare. I feel like it's a great comparison. Like, dude, like Giannis, he should be MVP, and not just MVP. He should be unanimous MVP. I mean, this dude's a clear-cut favorite to win MVP right now. I mean, this dude has the highest per rating of all time now. For those who don't know what per is basically player efficiency rating, where you just sum up, all the players, like, positives, like, and accomplishments and negative accomplishments on a returns on a per minute basis. So, basically, it's like an offensive rating where, how efficient you are on the offensive side, subtracted by, turnovers and, like, decision making. And this dude has, what? His per is, 34, I think. Yeah, 34. The highest per is 34 for him right now, currently. The second highest is Wilt Chamberlain, I believe. It's 31.8. Now, isn't that, think about it, that's crazy. Like this dude is beating Wilt Chamberlain, stat. Like, Wilt Chamberlain puts up some crazy ass stats. Now, granted, you think about it, there's more spacing now. The game is playing a higher, fast pace, and this dude's 7 foot, athletic freak. Like, there's not much people that can match up to this guy besides a handful of people, like maybe Joel Embiid, Bam Adebayo, very few. And this dude is just killing it. Like, currently right now, he's averaging 30 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists, and not just that, but in about 30 minutes. I mean, that's just crazy. 30 minutes, you're putting up those 13 rebounds in 30 minutes is crazy. Like I'm pretty sure Andre Drummond's averaging 15 rebounds in 35 minutes or something. And for this guy to put up those gaudy stats is dude, this guy will be the face of the league. It's just a matter of time. Let me just compare those numbers with Steph Curry and in in 2016. Steph Curry is putting up 30 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists in 34 minutes, right? So I would say it's pretty comparable. And not just that, I mean, Steph Curry, he shot 45% of 3. He shot 400 threes. I mean, this shit is crazy. I mean, this dude's offensive advanced analytics and all that stuff was just off the charts. Steph Curry had probably the greatest offensive output for a season. His per is 31.5. I think Wilt Chamberlain's 31.9. That's all in that range. And I mean, his win shares was great. 318, 67% true shooting percentage. I mean, his offensive rate is off the charts. Steph Curry. I mean, it was super dominant. I mean, the Greek Freak is doing the same thing. And not just that, he's also, Steph Curry, they were hiding him on defense, but his offensive output was just so great that it didn't really matter what he's doing on defense. And the difference is Giannis is putting up some defensive stats they're also crazy. This is why I believe he should win Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, this dude is ranked first in defensive rating. He's ranked first in defensive win shares and total box plus and minus.
Wow, bro, that's crazy.
I mean, this dude, he might be. I think he's leading the league. The team, their team is basically the number one defense right now, and he's a major part of it. Now, for Anthony Davis, yes, he has a great case of being Defensive Player of the Year, but the thing is, dude, this guy is doing it as the number one option while anchoring the number one defense, while also leading them to a historic 70-win team. Like, dude, this is crazy. Like this guy should win both those awards. But I feel like they're trying to give it to like Anthony Davis. Like, no disrespect to Anthony Davis. He's having a great season as well. But this guy's the number one option. He's leading the league in player efficiency rating. Not just the league, but all time as well. His defensive ratings are off the charts. He's number one. I mean, dude, like, this guy will make a first team All-NBA as well. So, dude, this guy, the Greek Freeze is like on another level right now. I mean, it's pretty comparable. Like, dude, even their offensive rating, like for the Bucks, and compared to the 2016 Warriors, are like pretty similar. I mean, this dude, like the Bucks are like offensive ratings like 113. The Warriors were 113. Defensive rating was 101. The defensive rating for the Golden State Warriors was 102. I mean, it was very comparable. You know, but the thing is, like, the main question is, do you believe in them? Like, do you believe they'll be in the finals? And I mean, in my opinion, I don't think they make it to the finals. And the reason why is because, look, there's 3 teams right now. There's 2 teams right now. There's 70-win teams. All right, the Bucks are on pace to win 70. And for me personally, I feel like, you know, they're gonna try to get the 70 if they can. But I mean, we'll see like what, you know, the Bucks do, because, you know, winning 70 wins is crazy already of itself. And, you know, it's just a very great accomplishment. Now, think about it. The 96 Bulls, the 2016 Warriors, and maybe possibly the 2020 Bucks. The main difference is Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. They're already championships, right? So they know what it's like for building up intensity, playing in certain paces in the regular season, and then getting up to like another level in the postseason. That was the main issue that, you know, I had with the Warriors. Like, dude, these guys, they're blowing out teams, yes. You know, they're blowing out teams, they're resting their players, but at the same time, they're playing at an intense pace that they couldn't really reach to another level. Like, they're playing, like, possibly, you know, was it like 80? They're playing 81 games of, you know, high intense basketball games. And when they got to the playoffs, there's no levels to, you know, go over that, because you're playing at one intensity level throughout the season. You're already used to it already. So for the postseason, it's entirely different than the regular season. If you play like the same pace and intensity, you're bound to run into troubles, because there's no way to, like, you know, push it, you know, deep down and like push it to like another level. That's what the main issue was for the Suns back then as well, because they're playing at a certain like intensity rate that it was just regular season. They didn't change anything in the playoffs. They just kept on going and going, and just kept on flaming out in the playoffs. I mean, that was their main content. And then I saw, and that's what happened with the 2016 Warriors. Like they were down 3-1 on the Thunder, right? And they came back 3-4. That's great and all, but they just when they got 3-1, once they got down like 3-1 and they came back, it's like, you know, you're just playing with fire right now, basically. And that's when they were able to, you know, dig deep down and, you know, push it to, like, you know, play and overcome their, you know, the adversity. But you're cutting it low too close, though. That's why when they were up 3-1 against the Cavs, they choked it up as well. I mean, you know, the Warriors should have won in 2016, but, you know, there's other issues of why they lost, but there's just they couldn't match the intensity that the Cavs were bringing. Now, one might say that, you know, the Cavs, they're kind of coasting too, But once playoff time, they kind of ratcheted it up a little bit compared to the Warriors. And the Warriors, they're kind of more of a finesse team. So, they had physicality on them. Now, it's going to the Bucks now. The Bucks, they play pretty physical too. I mean, Giannis is the one that's initiating a lot of the offensive contacts. But, I mean, they're just playing at a historic place. Yeah, they're playing 30 minutes like they're players, but still, what happens, once they play over 30 minutes and their offensive, intensity and defensive intensity remains the same. Will they be able to overcome adversity? Do they have players to overcome certain adversities? Because Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, those Bulls, they're season champions. They won 3 championships already, so they know what it takes to win champions. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green, they only won 1 championship, so they thought, we can keep this, go through the playoffs, because they were just chilling and stuff. They thought they could beat certain teams, but it doesn't work like that. And that's how I see the Bucks. Dude, the Bucks are maybe fool's gold until they're proven. And I mean, do I believe in the Bucks? Yeah, I believe in Giannis. That's the thing. Do I believe in Chris Middleton and Bledsoe? I'm hell no. I'm not really a believer, even though they're playing pretty well. Chris Middleton's playing 50, 40, 90 right now, but dude, when it comes to the playoffs, when they need a shot creator and Giannis gets maybe Giannis gets, kind of controlled a little bit as well. I mean, we'll see how they get out from the trenches, because it seems to me the Bucks are basically just Giannis or bust right now, and we'll see what happens. But for me, I feel like they'll come to the Eastern Conference Finals, and I think they may lose in the Eastern Conference Finals, but it remains to be seen.